Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and The Good Faith Show is on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network everywhere, like we on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. And also, too, I have some shameless plugs for y'all. Excuse me. Follow the ATP Network official Twitter account. The handle is right there on the bottom of your screen. ATP Network 247. And like the video if you haven't already. If you're on YouTube and Rumble, greatly appreciate it. Like, let's push us to 2K, I guess. One step at a time. I know this is a slow climb, but being patient. And I'm an impatient guy. So if you know, you know. And also too, if you want to help out the Palestinians, they're going through so much right now. Go to GazaFunds.com. You can find verified Palestinian mutual aid campaigns via GoFundMe and Spot Fund. Like, it all mixed in there. It's just a website with all of the mutual aid in there. So all you gotta do is just click on one or just go through them and you know just help out a Palestinian. Like, my thing is, if you're gonna talk about Palestinians need to be liberated, then the bare minimum you can do, like direct help, is going on GazaFunds.com and helping them out. Like I'm just saying, like, and there's no excuse to say, "Oh, these are fake." No, these are verified campaigns. Like, I don't want to, shortchange my audience. So GazaFunds.com, man. So, oh man, sorry. Yesterday I took a hiatus. I'm just, going through a whole lot of shit, man. But I don't want to talk about it here right now because I gotta do a show. So I got 4 video clips to show y'all before I get to the main show, news topics. So let's start with this one, man. Like, oh boy, I hate when people do this, but here we go.
We need to talk. If you are not black, keep it pushing. You can stay, but be quiet. Understand this. There's not a lot of things I call on the black community for, right? Don't y'all let Candace Owens rebrand herself. I don't give a shit. I don't care. She does not fall into the category of the rest of the black women. Don't let Kunda.
Yeah, I mean, minus the part he said if you white, if you ain't black, you ain't to be in there. But yeah, like, I kind of suspect Candace Owens to do this. Like, she left the Daily Wire. Did YouTube mess with her channel too as well? Like, yeah. So, talk shit about the black community. You know, like, this is one thing I don't get about people like Candace Owens. Like, they are right on Israel, like saying what Israel doing to the Palestinians is wrong. But when it comes to your own community, you love to smear them. Like, I just don't understand that. But hey, Candace Owens at that time, at that time was getting those checks. See, Candace Owens and Jason Whitlock are the people that will say shit that white folks, the bigoted white racist white folks will not say. Like, she could say it because she's black, I guess.
Candace Owens do this again because when Candace wants to pander to that group of people again, she will damn sure throw the black community under the bus like she.
Yeah, I'm more like news organization, not news organ, black independent media. Well, inviting Candace Owens onto their show. I'm like, bro, like see, the Daily Wire fired her because she was obviously right on Israel in Gaza, but yeah, like like my thing is, like, fool me once. I don't know what's up with my internet. There you go. Sorry about that, y'all. My internet went out for a minute. But as I was saying, sorry for the interruption. Um, yeah, man, Candace Owens ain't shit, bro. She ain't shit.
Always has. And stop letting Candace Throw a few black facts in front of your face and so you can simply say, oh, wow, she's spitting facts. She's not spitting facts. Because anytime she needs a leg up or a boost, she only runs to one community. She does not run to the community that she panders to.
I mean, to be honest with you, all of these coons do that shit. Like, ain't just Candace Owens. Like, I'm pretty sure Jason Whitlock, when I'm pretty sure he kind of did that shit too. Like you kind of notice now, like Jason Whitlock ain't 100% on the coon train like he was, but he still, throw a little epithets in there from time to time. Like, yeah, like shout out to Two Off of TV that says this. Like, when these people have their nigga moment, then they want to come back run to us. But you don't like us. Like you know like Candace Owens sake, I believe that she do that shit for the money. Jason Warlock, yeah, I think that's a totally different thing. Like, yeah, I think Jason Warlock feels some type of way, but I'm not gonna get into that. Um, Maybe I need to have a culture channel to talk about shit like that. Yeah, I do. Um, you know, just some besides talking about news, but yeah, yeah. They see she having her nigga moment now. Um, the black community ain't shit, but hey, hey, I'm pinned against the wall. I need y'all help build me out. Like, don't invite this woman onto shit. Like, you need to I don't want to say this, but you need to like sort of kind of like blackball Candace Owens for coming on independent media. Like, come on, guys, come on, black folks, like, come on. She gonna do the shit again, like he said.
When they fired her off them networks, when she
Yep.
was struggling in her career, when she was facing racial discrimination, she went to one group of people. And simply because we seen a black woman, folks.
And the craziest thing too, like, since one time I think I heard she said like we always complain about race, but didn't you sue a school district because a school or whatever because they was being racist towards you, and then the NAACP helped you out, which, I mean, say what you want about the NAACP, like they obviously been infiltrated by the Democratic Party, but like, I mean, they still like supposed to be like handling like racial cases and shit. But yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, she does this shit for the money. Like, yeah, you can tell. Like everybody has an agenda.
Supported her. I never supported her, but folks supported her. And now she's trying to say she does no longer support Trump. Okay, cool. And she said, oh, how she didn't see it and how X, Y, and Z. No, 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 no. Let her sit with her tribe. Let her, she's good in MAGA. Leave her there. Please, leave her there.
Damn, I didn't know she support Trump. Damn, no longer supports Trump. Wow, I didn't know that. Um, so yeah, like, yeah, black people, please don't fall for the okey doke again. Like, like these coons, man. They need to be. I don't like the word counsel, but they need to be counseled. Like, yeah, go back to White Zaddy, Candace Owens, and try to kiss their ass, cause us black folks, like, we tired of that shit. Um, like, we don't need another coon fucking it's crazy. But anyway, the next one I want to show you is this one. Um, Now, if you don't know what's going on right there, it says slavery was abolished in 1865, but incarcerated men at Cummins Prison in Arkansas are not paid and required to pick cotton in the field. The video was taken yesterday. I guess it was a few days ago, but yeah. Like, don't you notice a pattern? Like, you remember when Massa, back in the slave days, had um, black folk picking cotton? Well, now, for no money, for no pay, by the way, like, but now these prisoners, which, like, people don't know, slavery isn't abolished. The 13th Amendment, yeah, like people need to. That's why people need to do their research. Like, so that's what prison is. Like, prison is basically putting you into slavery again. Like, your ancestors already been in slavery. Let me see. The injustice system, the criminal injustice system. Like you know, like they do anything to pad more charges against you, so you can serve more longer jail time and for minor crimes, by the way. And end result is this. So yeah, this in 2025, folks. I don't know this is music copyright though. Be careful. So yeah, this is in Arkansas, which I live in Louisiana. That's right up north towards me. So yeah, um, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Like, yeah, history repeats itself. Okay, so all right, here's the next story. Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, man. Like, Mark Lamont Hill didn't take no shit on Piers Morgan's show a few days ago. Like, what Piers Morgan said was unacceptable. Like, that man lost his ever loving mind. A lot of people said he's like, what's that show? Like he uses that format where people like bicker and argue against each other. I forgot what the name of that show is. Damn, if I remember, hopefully I'll say it. But check this out, y'all. Like,
country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly, and you will
well, go
not
on then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M.
not have
Go on,
free speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
like let's not be stupid here. Like, we know that woman that said that. Like, we know she used the N word all the time. Like, yeah, you can tell some of these motherfuckers are, they have a Confederate flag somewhere in their back pocket, bro. Like if you know, you know. Like, yeah, you have the right to say whatever you want, but I'm gonna say this to the white folk that like to use nigga and and other shit. Like, we like black folk, like, this ain't 1955 no more. Like, black folk, black folk stand their ground. Like, I'm just saying, like, I gotta watch what I say on here because YouTube. But yeah, like, in Piers Morgan, why in the hell are you telling this woman to say the N word, say it in front of Uncle Tom and Mark Lamont Hill? Like, are you serious? Like, Uncle Tom would just, he'll say, "Oh, okay, man." I'm like, and black folk, like, let me say this. Like, this is why you need to stop using that word around non-black folk. Like, non-black folks should not say a word like that around you. Now, amongst themselves, hey, you can't control that. But, like, nobody, most of my friends are non-black, so none of them should not use the N-word around me. That's like me using a Jewish slur around a couple of Jewish buddies I got. Like, I'll never do that. I don't even think about that because I'm not a diabolical person like some of these people are. So, like, black folk, please, like, let's stop the cap. All right, here we go.
Hang
Don't
on.
invite. No. I
No.
don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word because that's basically what it's going to be.
What that guy laughing at? What he laughing at? Like, that shit ain't funny, bro. Like, I know that they call him something. I know he just gonna laugh. He gonna laugh it off. Like, I don't blame Mark Lamont Hill. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, Peter Morgan lost his damn mind, man. And you know what? I'm gonna check out that video on YouTube and see. I hope this guy got ratio, man. Like, that's just plain ridiculous, man.
There's a bunch of white people up here. You and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and
He's Uncle Tom.
after her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here.
I wonder what he was holding up, some kind of flag or something.
With a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Pierce. I understand what you're trying to do.
I don't know about that, man. Like, why would you even think to say that though, Pierre Morgan? Like, Mark Lamont Hill, he been nice to you. He more nicer than you I am. Like, my thing is like you're pretty sure you got intent. Like you don't do you just don't do shit like that. Like, yeah, like I disagree with him on that. Like, I think he got bad intent. Like, I'm just saying.
But we
You know
already
what,
know
Mark?
she's
I hear
racist,
you.
and I don't want to invite a
Mark,
racial harm to me
I
to
hear
prove
you.
it.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Damn, son. Oh, god damn, boy. He had Piers Morgan uh uh fold like a lunch here. I get what you saying. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, you dumbass. Like, you don't tell people to say a racial slur in front of somebody that is offensive to. What in the fucking hell? Like, these people are crazy. Like, like, the social media era, man, really have us fucked. And anyway, if y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure y'all read the caption. I'm about to talk about that too, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm not surprised she got that much money, but a woman called a kid the N word, and then she basically raised money off her saying that. So yeah, that's just crazy. That's America for you, man. Like, see, nobody's saying much about that, but Carmelo Anthony trying to raise money so he could get protected with security and get pay his legal fees because these lawyers are not cheap, and people saying that his parents are buying cars and homes with $300,000. You're not gonna buy that much money with that. But this woman almost she had 600K or some shit. Probably more now because people are sick. People are racist. There's a lot of racist motherfuckers in this country. Whew. But I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But we got one more story for y'all. I mean, one more video for y'all. Here we go. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Miss Fight the Oligarchy. Miss Tax the Rich Dress. Oh God. Yeah, man. Listen. Um, a lot of people say why she had to yell like that. Well, first of all, these sleazy ass politicians would rather for you to write your question down and submit it to to the mediator or whatnot. And then they pick the ones to ask. Like, so you have no other choice to yell. Like, I know a lot of people want to do things in order and formal and shit. Like, but to be honest with you, like, nobody does that. Look at our government, man. Like, no, but yeah. So shout out to this woman. Like, ALC deserves this. Like, Miss Fight the Oligarchy. But I'm gonna let it play. I think she called her a genocidal maniac. She is. War criminal. Yeah, ALC is a war criminal, guys. She's a genocidal maniac. Her and Bernie Sanders. Like, Bernie Sanders is a Zionist. Like he said, Israel has the right to defend itself. Now, this one thing don't make any sense. Like, you said Israel has the right to defend itself. Then you turn around and says Netanyahu's far right government going too far with the war, which is not a war, it's a Holocaust. But a 21st century Holocaust, by the way. But like, what? All because he's right wing. So if Netanyahu were left wing Bernie, you would be on his side. Apparently, yeah. But yeah, but said she happy to take questions. Well, you weren't gonna ask her question. What you talking about? You're happy to take questions. Like I said earlier, like you wasn't gonna ask her question. You weren't gonna answer her question that she wrote down. Like, come on, cut the shit. Like, The reason why LC probably is shot calm is because she know her ass ain't right. That's what it is. She know her ass ain't right. But let me continue. Jesus. And fuck these bootlickers booing her, man. Like you silence is complicity. These people support. These people are just as messed up as LC, bro. Boo, boo, man. Shut up. Like y'all should be clapping for this woman instead of booing her. Man, I can't stand these people. That it, wow, they must be LC defenders right now. These people must be genocide supporters because they booing her and they know she's telling the truth. It's sad, man. Boo, boo, boo. Like you got that damn Bernie Sanders not telling the police to lead those protesters along and leave the flag there. And then now you got AOC standing up there looking like chicken with her head cut off, and she got her bootlickers telling her to go away and shut up and all that stuff. Like these people ain't shit, bro. I'm shocked the cops ain't there. She said she used to support her. Like, yeah, I used to support her too. I thought she was going to fight. Yeah, she's too comfortable. Like JB said on Harlan's Media, like she's comfortable. Like she get book deals. She get committee seats. She get all the amenities that you get by selling your soul. So yeah. So I wish I had a better audio version to hear what she actually say, but I got that off Instagram. So yeah, man. Like shout out to that woman. She said what she had to say, and I'm shocked the cops wasn't there because like I guess ALC is progressive. Just have a bunch of couple of her bodyguards well, kick her out. So yeah, man, like these politicians need to be heard, man. They need to get asked to. Like they they think that they think that they could do shit and get away with it. Like all of these politicians, the Republican politicians, even the Democrat politicians are the ones getting called out too. Like people been seeing like shit ain't getting done for them. And like now, I think what Doge and Elon did, basically dismantling the whole government almost, like it really pushed the rock down the cliff. So, all right, guys, let me get to the stories, and also too, if you just be sure to like the video. It helps out a lot, and also subscribe. I don't say that enough either. Like and subscribe to the ATP network. All right, guys, let's get to it. All right, guys. So, this first story I want to talk about. Oh Lord, have mercy. Like, welcome to America. Oh my God, man. So I obviously played Mark Lamont Hill. I think they was talking about on Piers Morgan. But here is the video them talking about it more. Now, this woman is a racist ass Karen. She's a racist ass Karen. Call a little child the N word, and then now basically raising money off of that. Like, come on, man. Like this country is sick, bro. Sick, man. Like people are not gonna like you come on here. Like I'm gonna keep this shit real. You know, I label myself as raw and uncut for a reason. Like a lot of people don't want to offend people. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Um, like apparently this woman don't care about that little kid's feelings, so I don't care about black folks' feelings. Like she used the N word all willy nilly. Um, so I'm gonna play this video, man. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
And then what happened today?
Well, the context here is it started last week with a video that was posted on social media and went viral of a confrontation at a playground in a park here in Rochester, the Soldier Field, that park down there. And there was a woman here that, and this video I'm told was taken by a witness, somebody else, but that she apparently got upset because accused a 5-year-old of trying to steal something from her child's diaper bag.
First of all, it's a child. Like, come on, man. Like, a child don't know no better. Kids are curious kids. Like, like, you really gonna call that child the N word because he parent allegedly went to your child's diaper bag? Are you serious? Like, the thing, what you should have done instead of being a racist bigot, just told who a parent of that child is, say, hey, get your child. Like, but you know what? I think was a setup. I don't know. Like, I really think this was a setup, not by the child, by that woman, the woman that said the racial slur. Let me continue.
That in the video she's accosted by this witness saying, did you call that little boy the N-word? And it kind of escalates from there. I just saw the video here a few minutes ago, and this interplay then, it really raised a lot of emotions obviously around here, and so that led to this rally here that you saw earlier today. It started at noon. It went for a while, and then there was a short just kind of march around the government center here. Now is wrapped up, in which, there's a number of things at play here in the kind of the emotional response to this. One is they're upset because the woman in the video at the center of this then started a fundraising campaign on Give, Send, Go, and raised $600,000 there, in which she said that's for her own legal.
Wow, $600,000 because after that video surfaced on the internet, and people were saying what Carmelo Anthony did. Like people gave Carmelo Anthony hell. The same people like that woman did that, by the way, too. New York Post and all them motherfuckers. Like, I mean, why New York Post ain't coming out with an article of news article talking about this, saying how dare that woman call that child that word, and she now clout chasing off of it. Crickets. They probably talked about it for like a second, but it ain't as thorough. Like, they ain't going to neighbors' houses and stalking them and stuff. Like, oh God. Only in America.
Legal defense that's also for her own safety, that she's been getting threats that she may have to move.
Yeah, somebody told me that, yeah, she raising that money because she wanted to move somewhere else. Now, yeah, that's suspect, man. That's really, really suspect. Yeah.
Protect her family. Well, then people are upset that they view her as maybe trying to profit off of what occurred. It's unclear exactly what the situation is. I talked to the mayor here too, and she said, yeah, it's unclear. The police have been doing their work.
I mean, she know what she's doing, bro. Like, nobody ain't gonna attack you. Wow. Like people giving you $600,000, and I think your goal is $1 million, if I'm not mistaken, which is wild. And you need all that money for protection. You don't need that much protection, lady. You're just a random person. You're not. wow, like come on, man. Like y'all really believe this? Y'all know how the media is. Now, now again, if this was a black person raising money off of something like Carmelo Anthony did, then it's a big news story all over. Like, oh boy, give me a break.
All the weekend trying to talk to witnesses, figure this out. This morning forwarded it to the city attorney's office here for potential charging decision, that they will work with the county attorney's office here too, because a lot of people at this protest, that was the other part of it, is they want this woman to be charged with some sort of hate crime, because they see, again, online, the donations that she's getting come with a lot of then incendiary comments too. The NAACP then had their own fundraising campaign just to really kind of counter that, and which has now been ended, met its goal and ended. And so there's going to be some more events here, but the big thing is that they're concerned that the folks that have come together here would like to see some sort of criminal charges against the woman at the center of this conflict. And so we'll see where that plays out. There's no real timeline on when that.
Now, criminal charges. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they're gonna do nothing to that woman, bro. I don't think so. They're gonna say, "Oh, she lost her freedom of speech." Freedom of speech, yeah. Like I said earlier, yeah, you have freedom of speech, but that freedom of speech comes with consequences. Like, I'm pretty sure this woman gonna be on all types of right wing podcasts. Uh, she gonna be everywhere, man. Like, not only is she gonna get $1 million, cause that's how racist this country is. Like all those people that gave that woman money are just like her. You gotta be. You gotta be. You gotta be like her. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, like they ain't gonna do nothing to this woman, bro. Like, I would like to see something happen. I think Gibson go. To be honest with you, like, I don't think they should give her the money. I think they should return the money back to all of those people that donated. But I don't think they can do that. I don't know. But let it continue. This is fucking insane, bro.
That decision could come.
And Rob, if you could, for those who haven't seen the video or choose not to watch it, could you kind of walk us through, just kind of slowly what transpires? And so we don't catch the any initial whatever the person who's recording says you said this. We don't have that initial interaction, but we do have him confronting her. Is that right? And she does say several times. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen here is that the bystander, the witness who took the video, walks up to this woman and starts by saying, "Hey, did you just call this boy this?" And the one I saw had a lot of things beeped out, so you don't get all the language there. You just know that it's inflammatory, and so it had to be beeped out. And really just confronting her about, why would you say that to a 5-year-old? And she said, well, he was trying to steal something out of my child's diaper bag. And then it kind of escalated from there. And really, again, the version I saw that was edited for language really was just strongly edited for language, and so it's hard to hear in the version.
Yeah, it had to be edited, but. Yeah, I'm done with that video. I'm gonna actually play the video of what he just talked about. I think this one is edited out. Crazy thing, this is on the New York Post too, by the way. But like, this from the New York Post, like the same assholes that did that slandered Carmelo Anthony's name. But let me share my screen. Share my screen here. Okay. Here we go.
The child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a. Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. Alright, that's what you say.
guy who recorded it. So she admitted. See, I knew this was set up. See, she saw him recording. I think dollar signs popped up in her head. I can make money off this because America's a racist ass country, and there's a lots of people in this country that think just like me. Oh God! But I'm gonna let it play. It's just captions.
She was gonna deny it and walk away. When there was a video and she saw that I was recording, she doubled down and even tripled down now.
Hold on. Let me rewind it a little bit. Hold on. I'm reading this caption. Are you fucking serious? It says Hendricks will since asserted she was a victim of the attack, claiming that the viral video has put her family in jeopardy. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Nah. I don't fucking believe that one for 1 second. Yeah, you probably got a couple of people said, probably, told you to F off or something like that, but nah. When it goes the other way, yeah, death threats ensue. Like even me online, I had death threats pills against me because I told Israel to do this. Like, come on, man, it's bullshit. I'm threatened, so I need $1 million. The thing is, why you need $1 million? Why? Like, what you need the money for? Oh, she gonna move? Oh God. Oh, like she was planning this. Like she looked like one of those people that be on one of those sites where. Never mind, I ain't gonna go there. But let me continue. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. Wow. To escape the threat, so I need $1 million. I need $1 million to escape. Oh, people online calling me piece of crap or the F word or bigot or racist. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Like, this is diabolical. This is diabolical, man. Like, so this woman gonna get this money. She gonna move wherever the fuck she gonna move to, and she gonna be on every far right racist podcast out there because we know that they exist. Yeah, so because he called a 5-year-old child the N-word that didn't know no better, like a 5-year-old kid. It's 5, a little kid, bro. Man, like, screw people like that. Just screw people like that. So all right, guys, on to the next story. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure you heard this by now. I'm always late to news stories because so much shit happens now. Like somebody said it, and it was true. Like there's so many news stories that happen in a day that could last for a whole year to talk about. Like that's how wild the news cycle has been, especially since Donald Trump got um reelected. So but this from Mondo Wheat says Israel plans to reoccupy Gaza indefinitely. Here's what that actually means. I mean, oh man, this is like I'm gonna read the article. It says the Israeli War Cabinet unanimously approved on Sunday the expansion of Israel's war in Gaza. According to news reports quoting Israeli officials, the aim of the war expansion plan is, according to officials, to occupy Gaza and maintain control of it for an unspecific period of time. Well, they want to control it forever. The approval comes days after Israeli Prime Minister Bibi bitch-ass Netanyahu stated that the primary goal of the war was to defeat Hamas. Yeah, defeat Hamas. Yeah. People believe that shit. People still believe that shit. Like, it's just wow. Yeah, you bomb a school. Yeah, Hamas could be in the school because you're supposed to be getting Hamas, but come on, man. Indicating that the release of Israeli captives was their secondary goal. Well, the craziest thing is, see, it lets you know that this is a murderous dictator, man. Like, shouldn't your goal be to get the hostages out? If you actually see, I told y'all he don't care about the hostages. Never cared about the hostages. Hell, according to multiple reports, he murked his own hostages. Even Hamas came out and said it. Like, Israel murked these hostages. Like, we preserved them. So, uh, yeah. It says quotes from government officials in recent weeks seem to indicate the expansion of operations will replace Israel's strategy in Rafah throughout all of Gaza. In Rafah, Israeli forces have reduced the city to rubble, forcing all Palestinians out of the city. Rafah ain't the only one that's in rubble. Like 90% of Gaza is basically rubble. With this, President said the new plan can only be understood as the next step in Israel's plan to ethnically cleanse all Palestinians from Gaza, which is the plan. So basically, this plan, like they gonna go all like this. See, they starving them now. Like it's been over 45 days at this point. Like, they trying. Yeah, they're going all in now. Um, and screw the hell. One else thing, like you still give, like the United States still giving money to Israel, and Israel bombing aid trucks trying to help Palestinians, which is inadequate as it is, but at least something, right? Something is something. Oh God. It says 3 weeks ago, Israeli media revealed plans to divide the Gaza Strip into 5 areas by creating permanent military zones inside the Palestinian enclave. Since the resumption of the war by Israel in mid-March, Israeli forces have completely isolated the southern area of Rafah from the rest of the Strip, through carving out a new military corridor dubbed the Morag Corridor, which crosses the Gaza Strip from east to west, cutting Rafah off from Khan Yunis, where hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians are currently taking shelter. It says, despite the cabinet's approval of the new plans, Netanyahu hasn't announced them officially, but which leaves the actual plans subject to speculation. According to Israeli Khan Radio, the Israeli expansion of operations in Gaza would mirror the Israeli army strategy in Rafah. Since the resumption of the war, in addition to isolating Rafah, the Israeli military has been following a strategy of wiping out the city by demolishing or detonating large residential blocks, reducing all the city to rubble. The Israeli army also announced they will make Rafah part of the new expanded militarized buffer zone. So basically, they'll just they want to divide it up into 5 parts, like they said. So basically, they season Rafah. Like so say they doing it step by step basically, which I'm telling you guys. But yeah, Bernie, Israel has the right to defend itself, and it wants to ethnically cleanse all Palestinian people. Like what? Like these people, like I just don't get it. Like I guess Bernie must be scared of APAC or something. I don't know. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna move on because this is depressing as it is. In a televised statement, Israeli War Minister, that's crazy. The War Minister's named Israel Katz. Yeah, a name like that. Yeah, described the operation as making Gaza smaller and more isolated. I mean, Gaza is a strip. Gaza is already small as hell, packed tight with over what 2 million Palestinians. Probably like a small area about the size of Manhattan with all those people there. Like, what are you talking about? Um, this strategy began to take shape while Israel is still engaged in the indirect talk, though Egypt and Qatar to reach a new ceasefire deal with Hamas, which Israel had to set the condition of Hamas disarming, which the Palestinian side refused. Israel also refused to commit to ending the war. So yeah, I'm ended there. Like, yeah. So basically, Trump really green lighted this. To be honest with you, they taking over the West Bank, and now they want to take over Gaza. And yeah, oh boy. I mean, what can you say at this point? Um, like somebody said, then I'll move on. Like genocide is not the word to use anymore. Like we beyond the word genocide. Like this is an all out um, Holocaust at this point. 21st century style Holocaust. All right, guys, on to the next story. All right, guys. So, um, as y'all may heard too as well, India strikes Pakistan, but it's over something very interesting. But before I get to all that, I got a video for y'all got a video to play for y'all. So
India attacked Pakistan and Pakistani Kashmir Wednesday in some of the worst fighting between the nuclear-armed neighbors in over 2 decades. Shelling was reported across the Kashmir border in the early hours. Officials on both sides have reported deaths. It comes in the wake of an attack on the Indian side of Kashmir by Islamist assailants that killed 26 Hindu tourists last month. India said Pakistan-based militants were responsible, but Pakistan denied involvement. On Wednesday, New Delhi claimed it struck 9 Pakistani sites it called terrorist infrastructure used for planning and directing attacks against India. An Indian defense source said they targeted headquarters of Islamist militant groups Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. In Pakistan-administered Kashmir, locals in Muzaffarabad awoke to sounds of heavy munitions pounding the city.
Suddenly, shelling started. I think 10 to 15 missiles hit here. We had a big mosque here where our elders, young children, and students used to come here to pray and study in madrasa. It has been destroyed in front of you. In the night, the entire neighborhood was in fear and panic, and the entire population fled from here and there. We strongly condemn this cowardly attack by India.
Indians living near the Pakistani border applauded the strikes.
Indian Army!
The Pakistani Foreign Ministry called India's actions an unprovoked and blatant act of war. It said Indian fighter jets, quote, violated Pakistan's sovereignty using standoff weapons targeting civilian population. Flight radar showed planes going to and coming from India while avoiding Pakistan's airspace in the early hours of Wednesday. Targeted strikes are extremely rare between India and Pakistan. However, India has conducted bombing raids and assaults on Pakistan in 2019 and 2016 in retaliation for the deaths of Indian paramilitary police or soldiers.
So yeah, I just played that in its entirety. So yeah, but to me, ain't like based on I really haven't paid attention to this conflict, this tensions. I mean, but like had this been building up for a long time? That's that's the question I'm asking. Um, so basically, this is from Reuters, of course, right? Um, it says um, it says India strikes Pakistan over tourist killings. Pakistan said it will retaliate. So India claimed Pakistan murked some tourists, and India trying to retaliate. Which, as y'all may know, that both Pakistan and India have nukes. So basically, like if things ain't getting bleaker and bleaker and bleaker by the day. So you telling me that the Russia-Ukraine war that been going on since 2022, so almost 3 years, over 3 years. Then you got the Israel and Gaza Holocaust, and now this. So yeah, um, this is wild shit. It says make it a little bit bigger. It's kind of it's big enough. It says India hit Pakistan and Pakistani Kashmir with missiles on Wednesday. In Pakistan, it said it had shot down 5 Indian aircraft and vowed to retaliate in the worst clash in more than 2 decades between the nuclear-armed neighbors. India told more than a dozen foreign envoys in New Delhi that if Pakistan responds, India will respond, fueling fears of larger military conflict in in one of the world's most dangerous and most populated nuclear flashpoint regions. So yeah, God forbid if this conflict goes to a point where they attack one of their nuclear sites, like, oh boy, it won't be a good day, obviously. It says the escalation comes at a fragile moment as Pakistan's $350 billion economy, which recently emerged from a crisis with the government trying to shore up finances and make progress on the $7 billion International Monetary Fund loan program of 2024. India said it struck nine terrorist infrastructure sites, some of them linked to an attack by Islamist militants that killed 25 Hindu tourists and one local in Indian Kashmir last month. Pakistan said at least 26 of the civilians have been killed and that India had ignited an inferno in that region. So basically, they were just pointing fingers at each other. You killed my folks, you killed my folks. Oh boy. Um, it could be bluffing, possibly. Like it's I'm telling you, man. Like, and the craziest thing is India have been fucking with Pakistan in 2019 and 2016, according to the video. So wow. It says Islamabad pledged to respond at a time, place, and manner of its choosing to avenge the loss of innocent Pakistani lives in blatant violation of its sovereignty, emphatically rejecting India allegations that it had terrorist camps on its territory. Um, it said the Indian strikes include Punjab, Pakistan's most populous province, for the first time since the large full-scale war between old enemies more than half a century ago. So, damn, they've been beefing forever. Wow. Then that's crazy. You've been beefing with each other, and then you both build up nukes, and now, like, now is the time. Unfortunately, like, jeez. Uh, Let me see. The targets we had set were destroyed with exactness according to a well-planned strategy. India's defense minister Rajina Saina said, "We we have shown sensitivity by ensuring that no civilian population affected in the slightest." Islamabad said none of the 6 locations targeted in Pakistan were military camps. At least 26 civilians were killed and 46 wounded, a Pakistan military spokesperson said. It says India TV channel showed videos of explosions, fire, and large plumes of smoke in the night sky and people fleeing several places in Pakistan and Pakistani Kashmir. Reuters could not independently verify the footage, and so that must be India state propaganda, possibly. Um, in Muzaffarabad, I'm probably botching that word up, the capital of Pakistani Kashmir, the Indian strike had badly damaged a mosque sanctuary in the heart of the city. 5 missiles killed 3 people in the two-story structure, which also had residential quarters, locals said. It says Reuters journalists saw the roof and walls of the concrete building crumble under the impact of the strikes and household items scattered on the first floor. Hindu majority India and Islamic Pakistan have fought 2 of their 3 wars since the independence of 1947 over Muslim majority Kashmir. Both sides claim it full and control in part. So this is where the strikes happen. Um, um, it says the Pakistan Prime Minister office said 5 Indian fighter jets and drones have been shot down, although this was not confirmed by India. The Indian embassy in Beijing called for reports of fighter jets down by Pakistan disinformation. Local government sources in Indian Kashmir told Reuters 3 fighter jets had crashed in 3 separate areas of the Himalayan region overnight, and their pilots have been hospitalized. Indian Defense Ministry officials did not respond to Reuters' request for comment. Interesting. It says image circulating on local media showed a large damaged cylindrical chunk of silver-colored metal lying in the field at one of the crash sites. Reuters did not immediately verify the authenticity of the image. Well, I mean that'd be good to authenticate it. Reuters, aren't you a media organization? Jeez. Um, it says Indian forces attacked facilities linked to Islamist militant groups Jaish-e-Ahmad and Lashkar-e-Taliban. Two Indian military spokespeople told a briefing in New Delhi in what New Delhi called Operation Sindoor. Uh, Daesh said 10 relatives of its leader, Masood Azhar, who was released from Indian jail in 1999 in exchange for 155 hostages from a hijacked Indian Airlines plane, were killed with no mention of the fate of Azhar himself. So yeah, man, this shit go back way deep, man. Holy shit, like deep, man. I'm telling y'all something, man. Tell y'all something. Like these next few weeks, it's gonna get wild because Pakistan said they're finna retaliate too, and I'm pretty sure once you retaliate, um, World War III, boy, then nukes involved. Like damn, like I was not trying to be funny because it's not funny because war is, I'm pro peace, but damn, man, we so most likely we finna get a nuclear war between Pakistan and India before GTA 6. Like, this is wild, bro. I just want GTA 6. Like, peace in the milk, peace in the world, and GTA 6, and chilling. That's all I want. Oh, yeah, and free healthcare, and free education, and free housing. I'm good. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. All right, guys, on to the next. All right, guys, so I'm going to talk about this real quick since it's happening live now. It says the conclave to select a new pope has begun. Like y'all might know Pope Francis. Like he was pro LGBTQ plus. He was pro black. He was pro Palestine. Like he was everything that you know what a pope should be. I mean, going by their religion, supposed to love everybody, right? I mean, let's keep it 100. But sometimes, man, I just have a feeling like um, they want to select somebody that's more their league. But let me read it. It says, the Catholic Church has begun uh, choreographed, highly secretive progress of choosing its new leader following the death of Pope Francis last month. It says the 133 voting cardinals are casting ballots for the next pontiff. If a cardinal receives more than 2/3 of the vote, we will have a new pope. If not one does, voting will resume tomorrow. Um, so, so damn, they got to get up to 100. Damn, so they got to get 2/3 of the vote. Let me see. Uh, so yeah, that was happening now. Uh, let's check how the voting will work. It says voting begins. The College of Cardinals will gather a special mass at 10 a.m. 4 a.m. Eastern Time, St. Peter's. The service known as Pro Elangano Romano Pontifice will be led by Cardinal Govini Ree, the Dean of College of Cardinals. During the service, Cardinal Ree will deliver a homily, the result of conversations with the cardinals gathered in Rome since Pope Francis' death, expounding the church priorities for the next papacy. At around midday, cardinals will break for a long lunch and a final period of reflection. Then said at 4:30, the cardinals will begin their elaborate procession in the Sistine Chapel. Once seated beneath Michelangelo frescoes, the cardinal will chant Spiritus Sanctus, a Latin hymn, in a final ritual. 133 cardinals will swear both a collective and individual oath, pledging perpetual secrecy about the papal election. The chapel will then enter extra omnes, meaning everybody out. The doors for the chapel will close to outsiders, leaving the cardinals set to cast their ballots. Um, when Then begins the waiting game. If white smoke billows from the chapel's chimney, it means a new pope has been chosen, and he will be revealed to the public from balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. If the smoke is black, it means no cardinal has gone 2/3 of the vote. The second round, and potentially a third and fourth and fifth, will be held Thursday. So Uh, so yeah, man. Whoever it is, I just have a feeling it won't be like Pope Francis. Telling you that. Um, like, my thing is, you should have a Pope Francis, like the way, like the church itself, in my eyes, it had a bad reputation of doing pedophile things, so more likely it don't have a pedophile pope. I'm just saying. So, all right, y'all. I'm finna get to the next story. This might be the last. All right, guys. Last story. I know. Oh my god, this is gonna be a fun. This is gonna be a fun topic here. Wow. Oh, the tables have turned for Candace, huh? So basically, I'm gonna give you a clip note version. I'm pretty sure she's finna go through this. Um, Trump cut off federal funding to Harvard because basically Trump wants Harvard to be to cut the MAGA based shit, and you know the DEI shit as well. So Candace is basically saying that you should be on the right side. You should support free speech. Which my thing is, like, you the same people that. Never mind. Let me get to it, man. Like, I'm wasting time here. Oh
To
boy.
watch. Okay, last thing that I want to cover. Got to tell you guys, I never thought that I would see a day where I would be rooting for a university above Donald J. Trump and his administration. But I don't recognize his administration right now. I don't recognize what's happening.
Oh my lord. Oh lord. She not rooting for Zaddy Trump? Nah. Candace, come on, Candace. Damn, they must have kicked you out of the club. Like, see, problem with people like Candace Owens and Jason Whitlock, like both of them been basically kicked out of the club, is that y'all say all that shit to satisfy Zaddy, and then when Zaddy ain't happy, nah, you realize you fucked up. So, you know. But I'm gonna get to it. I just had to put that in there. Like, yeah. It's crazy. Oh my god.
I have a theory. I do. We were kicking around some theories earlier, me and the team, and we were going, how could Trump be such a free speech enthusiast and allowing these things to happen, going after college universities, trying to suppress speech while pretending that you're not suppressing speech, while pretending that you're fighting DEI. It's so messy. It's so obvious. Everyone knows what you're doing. People who are still.
Oh, now you realize that these people don't care about free speech. Oh, Candace, you're late. You're late to the party. You are so late. Like, freedom of speech. Oh, like, well, she woke up. Hey, I mean, I could say like you a fool, but that's too easy. Like, none of these motherfuckers care about free speech. I mean, besides the Harvard stuff, look what Trump deporting. He's deporting American citizens to CCOT without any due process. And then he told President Bukele in El Salvador that the homegrowns are next. So I mean, more likely people like my ass and other people that speak truth to power every day. Like, but he cares about free speech, right? Oh man, I'll be stopping this a lot. Oh god.
Still trying to grift, I suppose, are not willing to challenge you on this, which is ridiculous, because when you are out of office, we are going to have to live with these consequences. Our children are going to have to grow up in this America. Okay. So when you threaten our speech, it's not worth it so that we can have pom-poms and go hurrah for a couple of years, then go, okay, well, yeah, now it kind of stinks because, we're getting arrested for wrongthink. We got David Friedman. Yeah, arrest him. Arrest Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. Get them. I love it. Everyone can see what's happening.
Man, nobody coming after your ass. Nah, you good folk. You good folk. They coming after people like me and people like, the other leftist commentators. Like, like no, you No, you part of the right wing establishment ecosystem. Like you fine. See, when you talk against the establishment, like or you support Palestine, and stuff like that, they want to destroy you. They want like I'm explaining this. Like it's like Candace Owens, like she's a smart person. Like she's a calculated person. She knows what she says. Like she know when to to put on the tap shoes and you know until like she realized that the tap shoes ain't tapping like they used to. So she have to sound like populist, like oh, free speech under attack by Trump. Man, let me let it continue.
Left and right. So to give you the background, obviously after October 7th, there were tons of student protests all across the nation. Some got violent, some didn't. But what has happened is people started demanding that
Man, just like Black Lives Matter protests, which you crapped on as well. Those protests was peaceful until guess who showed up? The cops. And what the cops do? Instigate shit. Like that's what they do. Like those pro-Palestine protests were peaceful, just like those George Floyd protests were peaceful. Like people were mass mobilizing, holding up signs, chanting like Black Lives Matter. And um saying with the pro-Palestine, like stop killing innocent women and children. Like you gonna get your head beat because of that. Like, yeah. I'm telling y'all, like, watch this yourself. It's called Caught Red-Handed. Episode. It says, watch it yourself because I'm pretty sure most of y'all don't like Candace Owens, but I'm just saying, like, y'all want to watch this part. She got it chaptered, so I'm gonna pause it a lot.
Universities start taking on their own sorts of definitions for anti-Semitism, particularly the IHRA new updated definition of anti-Semitism, which I believe was, I think it was drafted by the ADL, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly. The ADL put this together. Nothing good comes from the ADL. Their backstory is they were initially a gang that went mainstream, and their job is to suppress speech and to smear people, not to defend people against defamation. They are actually the defamers. That's why they think they're clever by calling themselves the Anti-Defamation League when they actually routinely engage in defamation. Anyways, this is Harvard received notice that they had to comply with the Trump administration's demands, okay, and essentially telling them how they would have to change things on campus. And they're again, the administration is trying to paint this as they're coming and fighting DEI on campus, and they're not doing that. I'm going to show you it so you can see it with your own eyes. On Monday, Harvard became the first university to openly defy the Trump administration as it demanded sweeping changes to limit activism on campus. Activism is like synonymous with campus, okay? The university frames the government's demands as a threat not only to the Ivy League school, but to the autonomy that the Supreme Court has long granted American universities. They said in a quote, "The university will not surrender its independence or relinquish its constitutional rights." That's what the university lawyers said on Monday. They continued, "Neither Harvard nor any other private university can allow itself to be taken over by the federal government." The federal government says it's freezing more than $2.2 billion in grants and $60 million in contracts to Harvard unless, essentially, we are going to hold your funding unless you comply with these demands. And I'm going to show you, because Harvard has released it, what they're asking them to do. First, I should tell you they've already complied with adopting the IRHA definition of anti-Semitism, which is ridiculous. But so how you have to read this is everywhere, and Skylar, if you don't mind making that a little bigger for me, everywhere that you see the word anti-Semitism, you have to ask yourself what the definition, the new definition of anti-Semitism is, because now we're at critique of Israel, the foreign state, essentially. So,
so basically, they want them to basically saying like, admit that what the pro-Palestine protesters are doing is anti-Semitic. That's anti-Semitic, saying that, saying F Israel and, from the river to the sea. Like, yeah, that's basically what they want to do. It's more than that too, as well. Like, um, check this out.
So as they frame it down there as the discontinuation of DEI, which would be a good thing, saying that we want people to be merit-based and to let go of DEI-based policies.
The DEI shit. I mean, I ain't gonna even bring that up. Like, I talked about DEI before. Um, like, yeah, like, uh, but I continue.
That would be a great thing because that is how the nation should run. They are actually asking them to reform programs that have egregious records of anti-Semitism or other biases, telling them to look at specific programs. Scroll down, Skylar, because I want to get to them essentially just framing this as them needing to take a look at who they're even allowing to come to Harvard on foreign visas and whether or not they disagree with Israel's policies. Like you have to adopt new policies about student groups or.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, see? Oh, yeah, so if you're not pro-Israel or you don't understand what's going on, you okay. But if you realize that supporting Israel Holocaust in Gaza is a bad thing, and you have a heart in your chest, and you want to do anything to stop Israel's mass, martyring of people, then you ain't coming over here, bruh. Like, no. We're gonna revoke your visa, and you going back to where you came from. Freedom of speech. Now, remember what Elon said one time on Twitter? When people call him out on that shit, like Twitter is, yeah. He said X is, on X it's a freedom. It's not freedom, just freedom of speech. It's freedom of reach. Like, it's kind of like sound like that. Like, yeah, you gotta say things that you gotta you gotta agree with what we want you to agree with, or you're not welcome to come here on the student visas.
Or clubs that forbid or endorse certain activities. They're talking about student groups that did not get violent but are opposed to Israel's agenda, which is totally fair because this country is not Israel. It's not Israel. You are totally allowed to critique Israel. I mean, it's an absolute nonsense. It's telling them that these people need to be suspended, that they can't be allowed on campus. Again, making us think that Bibi Netanyahu must be the president of the United States and Trump has no idea what's going on. And I tend to think that there is a.
I mean, he is. He is like Israel, like Israel literally has a lobbying group in the country. Like Qatar does as well, but to a lesser extent. But I mean, what Qatar do compared to Israel, like I'm against all lobbying. Period. Like the Congress is supposed to work for us, not for lobbyists. But what Qatar doing is baby shit, baby steps compared to what Israel doing, obviously. But again, it's like you don't see Germany with a lobbying group. You don't see China. Oh God, with a lobbying group. You don't see fuck France, like Israel. So like so yeah.
As a person who tells Trump that the press is favorable, that they love this, that people are loving this. Trump's not on YouTube. He's not on X. He says something to someone and they tweet it. Somebody decides what articles to put in front of him every morning. I know that for a fact, okay? So he who is picking that article, he who is telling him what tweets to look at, is the person that is shaping Trump's understanding of what his base feels. Now, Harvard, like I said, adopted this definition after pressure for anti-Semitism. So every time they mention anti-Semitism in those demands, which is plenty of times, they are referring to people that are critiquing Israel. Let's pull up that IHRA definition of IHRA, pardon me.
Of course, right? Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, I guess they thought that'd be enough. Like, it's Donald Trump, bro. Like, come on. I could tell them that. Like,
definition, it says the guide follows these examples, which may serve for several illustrations. Okay, the first one, you're like, yeah, calling for or justifying the killing or harming of Jews in the name of radical ideology. Yeah, we already have laws in the book for that. You can't just like ask people to be murdered. You'd be in trouble. That makes sense.
Right.
But then it gets really crazy because it says accusing the Jews as a people or Israel as a state. Sorry, that's inventing or exaggerating the Holocaust. By the way, that's not even a crazy. That's completely absurd. You should be allowed to, in a country that has free speech, if you say, I think the Holocaust numbers were exaggerated or I think they were underreported, that should be a matter of academic debate. That shouldn't be.
Whoa, man. That right there. Oh my God. I remember a comrade of mine last year said the exact same thing Candace Owens said. And she got a lot of flack for it. Like she took a lot of crap, and people got mad at me because I followed her and like again I mean I know what climate we live in. I know there's certain things you can't say. Certain I wouldn't have tweeted that out, but again, it's not like that my comrade, I'm not gonna mention her name in here, said anything so agnostic. Damn, you'll think that she did the Nazi salute or something on Twitter, like on X. Like, come on, man. Like, she just stated that, hey, maybe the numbers is a little bit, like, it's debate. Like, instead of you smearing that woman, all those fake leftists. Oh, well, I'm sounding like Kyle Kalinske now, but yeah, a lot of those people on online basically trolling her should have said, I disagree with you. Like, no, like just a lack of discourse. But yeah, she said that, I'm like, holy crap. Like, yeah, my friend got yeah, my comrade got slandered for that. All right.
A matter of you being suspended from campus. Somebody could say, no, let me rebut that. This only exists for the Holocaust. If you go Google right now, Bolshevik Revolution, how many?
Now, I'm gonna disagree with this. Or, well, what I'm about to say, but the let's say what happened, the massacre in Tulsa. Let's say I could say like, hey, the numbers was a little fabricated. Like it wasn't as much death as as they predicted it to be. It's the same thing. Like it's just my opinion. It's not like I'm saying like it didn't exist. Like it's one thing to say that. Like somebody said the Holocaust didn't exist, then I'll say yeah, they bullshit. Total bullshit. But if you like the way it happened, you have questions about it. Like I just don't get it. But
How many people died? They'll give you a range. 40 million to 60 million. How many Russians died in World War II? 80 million to 100 million. In what world could you not say, I think it's less? I think less Russians died during World War II, actually. You're gonna arrest me? You're gonna arrest the kids? As opposed to just saying, let me tell you why you're wrong? Does that seem normal to you guys?
So basically, you can say the same thing with Israel. Like Israel does not have the right to defend itself. Israel is committing a Holocaust in Gaza. If I say that, I get sent to El Salvador or or God knows where else. Like it's wild. But I don't never want to hear that this country has free speech. It never had free speech, bro.
It's completely crazy. Let's pull up some more things because it gets even crazier. It says, holding Jews collectively responsible for the actions of the state of Israel. Here's a clue. If you want people who are feeling threatened on campus because of the response that people are having to feeling like their rights are being infringed upon, maybe don't infringe upon their rights to speech. This is not making it easier for those students on campus. I'm telling you.
I have a question. Like, how does saying free Palestine and stop sending weapons to Israel offend Jews? Like, that don't make any sense. You're not talking about Jews. What? What? Like, damn, I swear, man, some of these people in this world is just stuck on stupid, man. I'm just telling you.
Because this is making it seem like they get special consideration because these rules were not put into place to defend white people when BLM was going on. Okay. These rules had never been put in place to defend anybody else. So we're talking about speech censorship. That's on its face. It is speech censorship. Speech that you don't like or speech that makes you uncomfortable is not violent. You are not being hurt by speech or being challenged by ideas. Okay. We got to get over snowflake culture. Let's pull it back up because then it's like parts of the Bible. Oh, the craziest one right there is accusing Jewish citizens of being more loyal to Israel or to the alleged priority of Jews worldwide than to the interests of their own nations. Lock him up. Lock him up. This guy thinks that this person's more loyal to Israel. I will guarantee you that there are commentators right now here in the United States who are more loyal to Israel than they are to the United States.
Tempo.
Common sense, obviously. Lock me up, Trump. Take me away, DeSantis. Yeah, I think there are very clearly some people. David Friedman would be one of them that I would say is more loyal to Israel than he is to America. Oh gosh, the feds are coming. You're done. How dare you? It's the worst kind of anti-Semitism, listening to people's own words and deciding who they're more loyal to. Yeah, duh. Anybody can be more loyal to any country. People could be more loyal to Russia than they are to the United States. Maybe they're like, you know what? Russia has got an Orthodox Christian community. I like it. I prefer it. Maybe I'm more loyal to Vatican City. Could you imagine a law that's just like, you just cannot say that Catholics are more loyal to the Vatican City than they are to America. We're going to lock you up. Absurd. Absolutely absurd and exhausting. It's like you're not a...
The craziest thing is I disagree. I mean, I agree with Candace Owens. That's what she do. She does that. Like, she's right. Like, yeah, like me. Like, so they could get rid of me for saying like I'm loyal to China. Like I give China, like China isn't perfect. Like every country has its flaws. I'm not loyal to any country. Like every country has flaws, but I'm just saying like compared to the United States, China is a lot better as a country, as a civilization than the United States. So that's why you see me on Twitter sometimes, Twitter/X, tweeting about their technology and stuff like that because it's cool. Because I'm a nerd, and then number two, like there are people who are well taken care of in the United States. So of course I'm going to of course I'm going to tweet good things about China. Now some people might call me, hey, you're an agent of China. Like I don't really give a damn. Like wow, words, wow. Wow, man, like that's all you think of me then, okay. Like if I'm an agent of China, like you gotta find out if I'm getting my money from China, which I'm not, but let me continue.
Victim because somebody says that. Disprove the notion. Say I'm not. You don't get to cry like a baby and spike your ball and go home. It's just ridiculous. I mean, we know there are people that are more loyal to the state of... You want to know how we know? Because this is even being written down. Because this is even being considered as a definition, a working definition of anti-Semitism. Whoever created this working definition is more loyal to the state of Israel than they are to America. Because in America, we believe in free speech. How about that? Anyways, so for them to make Harvard adopt this definition and then to write out what they expect under this definition is the suppression of speech. It's the suppression of speech. There's no other way to look at it. The Trump administration is fighting against free speech in America. And that is very sad for me to say and to report as someone who has been a supporter of Donald Trump.
So, wow. Damn, Trump. Dang. What you did to Candace, man? Like, damn, like Candace is pro free speech, I guess, and you didn't. You anti free speech, of course, right? So, yeah. Man, I'm done. Listening to her, like, oh god, like my grandma always said it. Then I'm finna log off this mug. The truth can come out of a hellish mouth. And that's true. Like, yeah, like yeah, she's right. Like, basically punishing people for saying that, that I support the Palestinian people is is a violation of the Constitution, and then taking people that has a green card and has visas, putting them in ICE detention camps and sending them off to El Salvador. Like, yeah, with no due process. Like, yeah. Oh boy. Um, well, finally, looks like Candace Owens woke up. So, all right, guys, that's the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I surely have. I love doing these shows because, it's good to talk about this stuff. So I got a lot of stuff to say. So yeah, before I go, also some shameless plugs on the bottom of the screen right there. Follow the official ATP Network account on Twitter. Handle right there is at ATP Network 247. And be sure to like the video. When you like the video, it pushes out this live stream. It pushes out our clips. I upload clips. It helps us out. So like the video, and also too, go to gothafunds.com if you support Palestinian people. All of those campaigns are verified. Um, the people that runs Gaza Funds, they don't receive no money from this. So I answer those questions because I understand, people are skeptical, and it's okay to ask questions about stuff. I'm not the type of person, to say you shouldn't ask questions, man. Just do it. Like, it's okay to ask questions. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So, GazaFunds.com, help out a Palestinian, do something productive online, please. Like, please. I'm just saying. So, all right, guys. That wraps it up from the Good Faith Show. I'm Andre Morton signing out. And, oh yeah, before I go, fuck Benjamin Netanyahu.